Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show! Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show. I'm your host, Andy T. We got a very special guest today. He's a comedian and a producer. Give it up for a returning guest, Jose Ayala.
Hey, how you guys doing? It's me, Jose.
Jose Jalapeno. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's glad to be back, actually. It's glad to be back in California in general.
I know you came back and you were like, anyone know any mics? And I sent you some and you went to all of them. Like, you've been out there hustling like within the first 24 hours.
Actually, no. When I came back, it was a couple of days before that because I wanted to spend time with my family and just kind of like get to.
You came back all hiatus and shit?
Yeah, it was like 3 days before I started doing the mics, actually. So like I was back for a little bit, but I kind of wanted to give myself a little breather, a little like family time before I was like I'm gonna because when I hit the mics hard, I hit them hard. I fucking
And I've seen you at like 3 of them this week.
yeah, like once like how that was my grind to like back in like Texas. I made sure that I try to get on every mic and everything. I did slow down a little bit during the end, but it was like, now that I'm back, clear mind, I'm back with some family and I got to see everybody. I'm all like pretty happy and shit like that. It's like I want to get back to the fucking comedy scene, so that's what I did.
For the viewers who don't know, you just came back from Texas, right?
Yes,
So
Austin, Texas.
let's talk about your journey out there. Like when you first, what made you decide I'm gonna go out there? Like you just took the leap of faith. Like how did you just go like one day like I'm gonna quit my job, pack up everything and go?
Well, I was thinking about this for like a couple years beforehand, like when they were talking about like the Joe Rogan thing's gonna fucking blow up and stuff like that before the mothership was actually even built. I was already thinking about like trying other places, and like New York was on the list, like Colorado, and then Texas was there, and then once I did like once I put it off for like a year, and then the fucking mothership was built. And then and then fucking that exploded and everybody started going there. And so I was like, well, fucking, I want to try new scenes. I want to try new places. And New York was super far away. And I didn't, just to take all my stuff with me. I was like,
And super expensive.
yeah, no, I would have had to like pretty much like reset 100%. And then Colorado, like,
I've heard you talk about Colorado. What is the Colorado scene, or what's out there that what's your desire to go out there for?
uh, I just,
Is it a weed is it a weed city or something?
yeah, there's a lot of weed,
Is it one of the first places to legalize weed? Is that true?
I think in Colorado there's like a spot that they legalized everything, or is that like Oregon?
I don't know. Are you a big fan of South Park or something?
Yeah, I like South Park.
Are you gonna go see Casa Bonita? Is it in Colorado?
I don't know.
Remember in South Park they bought there was a restaurant called Casa Bonita. Carmen visits it. It's like a Mexican
No,
restaurant.
yeah, and then they opened
bought it,
right? They opened up like a real one.
Yeah, well they bought it. There was a real
there
one.
was a one?
It was a real place, and they visited as kids, and they were just like amazed by it. So then they just made an episode about it.
I didn't watch the documentary. And like they had a doc about it, and I've been wanting to see it.
So they bought it, and there's a booth with the Cartman sitting in it. Like that's like their little thing, but they own it now.
Oh, that's cool.
They like refurbished it and made it nice and shit. But there's legit like cliff jumpers and Mexican this and that. Like it's like exactly how the cartoon was. But I don't know. I was just like I never heard of a Colorado comedy scene. Like is it legit out there or what?
Well, I know a couple people who came from there, and they say like a lot of people from Boulder, Colorado. I know.
No, Joey Diaz always talks about that. Oh, back in Boulder in '84.
I heard that they have a scene. They have a good scene, and
Can you do a Joey Diaz?
no.
It's easy. You just gotta say a random date and a fucking crazy fact, and that's it.
No, I can't do it.
Back in Boulder. No, but I love Joey Diaz. You said you met him out there or what?
Yeah, no, what's it called? Yeah, passing by, he, fucking through the mothership and shit like that.
Okay, let's go back from the beginning. You took the leap. You went out there. Like, how did you even find a place? Like, how much money did you have saved up when you went out there?
I had so much money saved up.
Oh, you
I,
had your pandemic money or what?
yeah, I had that, and then I saved up. Like, I had a good job out here, so I saved up a bunch of money. I had like, I don't know,
You don't gotta say.
I'll say it. I had like 32,000.
And you blew it in 6 months on hookers in
And
Texas.
and no, and the first year that I was there, I decided to go hard on the comedy scene, and I didn't get a job, which I should have got a job, but I was having way too much fun. I paid fucking
How
everything.
quickly did that money dry up?
I didn't notice it until fucking
That's like 3 years rent right there.
yeah, no, I didn't notice it until like fucking like a
You
year.
had 1,000 left.
Until I had like 10 G's, and I was like, wait, what happened? Because I also like I
Were you out there buying drinks for everyone out there?
no, because I went there and I didn't have like I didn't have like a bed or anything, so I had to furnish everything.
Yeah,
So
you could just went cheap, went and bought used shit.
I
Went on.
did, I got a lot of hand-me-down shit. I don't know,
What you
I
should have did was like put like 1 year's rent down. So
no, yeah, no, I just fucked around a lot. That's what happened. I just kind of went out there to have I guess the quintessential Austin experience, and that's what I did.
hey, but it's a once in a lifetime experience. You took the leap and you went, and money well spent, right?
Yeah, no, and then eventually I got a job, and everything started kind of falling back into place and stuff like that. So.
So when you first went out there, like, how did you get a place? Did you buy a place before you left, or you just went out there and had a hotel or something?
No, I applied for an apartment actually, and without even looking at it or anything, I was like, "Fuck."
Just some hole in the wall.
No, it was actually it was a pretty nice place. It was like only $1,000 rent, so it was pretty cheap.
If you weren't working, like, how did you like? I thought you had to have show proof of employment or proof of income, or you just showed them your bank account. Like, how did that work?
Oh, they just wanted to see because they did ask me. They're like, so they're like, why are you coming to Texas? I was like, oh, because I got another job here, which was a lie. And
I thought they would ask for like proof of employment or something.
and no, all they wanted to see is that I did have the money that I said I had, and so all they asked for like was
A bank statement?
yeah, like check stubs. So they wanted to see like 7 check stubs basically,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe like 3 months worth of
Or
check
like your
stubs.
back pay?
Yeah, and so I sent them 3 months worth of check stubs, and they're like, all right, cool, you're approved.
That's cool.
Yeah, and also I have pretty good credit, so.
How is the credit now?
Oh, it's fucked. Oh, my credit's so fucked. Everything's fucked, man. I'm so much into debt.
Hey,
But I had a great
listen.
fucking time. I don't
Hey,
care.
how old are you?
I'm 32. I'm
You
just
got you got another 40 years to bring it back. You're good. It only takes a couple years. Just start getting random shit out here. Start putting everything on.
I need to get booked. All right, guys. Once again, this is what's gonna happen. I'm back. You guys
Hey,
gotta book me right now.
you think getting booked on shows is gonna save your credit? Well, you're gonna go
No,
into deeper credit.
no, put me on tour. Once again, I'm good at it. I'm good at it. Once again, I can go anywhere. I've done it before. I've done other places. I've been in New York.
Hey, he's a seasoned comic now. I noticed your, since you've been back, I've seen you a few times. We went to a few mics together, and I've noticed your stage presence is really good. You look like a seasoned comic. I was like, when I saw you at the Improv the other day, the open mic, you were fucking your stage presence. I was like, he did not look like this when he left. Like, you were shyer before. You seemed like you stepped out of your box and shit. So, how did the scene change you out there? Like, did you think you built more confidence from doing nightly mics and shit like that, or what?
Oh no, yeah. Well, I got onto like pretty good shows and stuff like that, and so I was able to, like build up the repertoire and also my confidence just by getting on to more stuff.
You started producing your own shows out there too, huh?
No, I not.
I thought you had a mic out there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, but it was like part of my friends. It was my friend Joe. He's had like a JFC thing. That was what it's called, Jokes for Comics, and he produced shows through that, and I helped him like host and then eventually once ago like I helped him try to like produce other shows like that. So
So when you went out there, like, and you didn't know anybody, like, how far were you from like the whole Sixth Street or whatever the scene is? How far was that from your house?
oh, it was like 5 minutes away.
So you just walked there? I heard that place is like a
No,
party.
it's like 5 minute drive, so it was like you just catch on like a over like just you get onto the freeway, get off like Three exits and you're
I
there.
forgot. I remember I watched your road trip journey and you got pulled over and you had weed. Explain that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's when I was going to Texas. So I got stopped by border patrol.
Psst. You
I
almost got deported. I
no,
almost got you.
yeah, I got into El Paso, and right in El Paso there's like a check mark.
They're like, we got a live one.
And they stopped me there, and it was like late at night, and I remember I had a
You're in a car full of shit. I remember you taking videos and you had all your shit in one car.
yeah, I had my car was packed full of stuff. Now what's like on the way back, I fixed everything. You know, I was able to organize a lot more stuff. But yeah, I had my car packed and everything, and they're like, "Was hey?" And they're like, "Are you an American citizen?" And I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "All right,
They're like, liar.
I'm gonna need you to step out." And then they asked for my like all my paperwork that I had, and I was like, "All right." And I gave
Didn't you immediately give up? You're like, oh, I have weed in the car. You just
I know,
fucking
because
confessed.
the dog came in, and they're
Oh,
like, and the
I didn't know
dog,
they had the dog.
yeah, no, the dog was right there, and the dog was like, "Bark, bark, 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 bark." And I was like,
Like, you fucking rat. I didn't know your
and,
dog was a rat.
and he sat down, and the guy was like, "Well, the dog indicated." I was like, "Yeah, I know." And
You
he
should have
go,
been like, it's my dirty laundry.
and then the guy was like, "Oh well," he was like, "What do you have in there?" And I was like, "It's weed." And he goes, "Okay." And then they start opening my car, and my car's packed full of shit. And I'm like, "Oh, they're gonna fucking pull it out, and then the fucked up part is gonna have to put it back all in." I was like, I'm gonna just fucking cut you. Like, I'm gonna just tell you where it's at. You know, I was like, it's in my guitar amp right there in the front seat. And he put his hand inside, he pulled out an ounce, and he was like, all
Isn't
right.
that big jail time in Texas? I thought they're real strict on weed. Like, they hate that shit out there.
Yeah, in Texas, it's illegal. It's what's it called? It's actually a federal offense.
How did you not go to jail?
They are what's it called? Border patrol. So
No, I thought you got pulled over by the real cops.
no, they
They probably smoked that shit on their lunch break, huh?
they said since we're not Texas.
How do you get pulled over by border patrol? You didn't pass no borders.
No, I passed their checkpoint.
Oh,
Border.
like the state line.
Yeah, yeah, and like in El Paso, what's it called? There's a checkpoint there.
Because I went to Vegas recently.
Well, that's the thing is like there's a checkpoint there. There's one in like Arizona, and there's one like in Nevada, which like in the
I've
middle of
been through
nowhere.
a few state lines before, and they're always just green light, good to go. Like when I just came through I went to Vegas recently,
It depends which one
and
you're
I've never
hitting.
actually seen people there working. It's just the green light is on, you just slow down and drive through. Like,
Well, the reason I think El Paso probably
yeah,
they
it's
stop
probably
people
because close
because
to
it's
Mexico.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a border town, and then it's right there next to Mexico. Yeah, exactly.
So what'd they do?
So they found it, and then they handcuffed me, and they gave me my Miranda rights,
Imagine if you went straight to jail, like on your way to Texas, you'd be like 5 years in jail right now.
and they fingerprinted me and everything, and they were like,
You're in the system now.
and they were like, all right, they're like, the only thing that's gonna save you is if we look you up and you have no warrants or anything. And I was like, fuck. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, do I have any warrants anywhere? I was like, this is a time like I was like, fucking, what's it called? Like he was like, do you have anything you have to confess? I was like, bitch, I don't know. You know, I'm like, I don't know. I might have a warrant somewhere, like fucking in Fresno or something.
parking
Yeah,
ticket
like a park. Like I don't know what you guys want me to tell you. I was
You
like,
didn't do jury duty one time?
I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, I'm sweating over a fucking parking ticket I got fucking in San Francisco. I'm like, fuck, you know? And they fingerprint me and they run my shit and they come back and he goes, "You're clean." I was like,
He's like, but we're not. We're about to smoke this shit.
I was like, "Oh, thank Christ!" And
What'd they do with your stuff? They just put it in their pockets and walked away?
and no, this is how I figured out. They're like, so in the state of Texas, technically, this is be a federal offense and you would be doing jail time. And he was like, technically, we're not we're border patrol, so we're not the jurisdiction of Texas. We're different, you know, we're a different thing. So he's like, so this is technically not a federal
What were you
offense.
thinking bringing that shit out there? You know they don't play out there. You could have just
Oh
bought
no,
some.
I know what's it called. Fucking Arizona doesn't play either, and fucking Texas didn't play. I knew that. It's a 20-hour drive. That's the thing.
You
It's a
should have just had
20.
a stizzy or something.
That's even worse. That's the
That
thing.
it's
Concentrates are worse. It's twice.
I thought it's based on, like you said, you had an ounce, right? Isn't that worse? Like
No.
it almost isn't an ounce considered like an intent to sell?
No, a concentrate is much worse.
But Okay, what is an intent to sell? What is the amount that's like if you had a bunch and they're like, oh, you look like a drug
No,
dealer.
so the intent to sell is like if I had like a bunch and a scale.
So just no scale. Like, no, I'm on a diet, for
Like,
watching my calories.
yeah, like if I had an ounce scales and some baggies, that's intent to sell. If I just had the ounce,
Say no to drugs,
that's my
kids. All
weekend.
right. Say no to drugs. Just drink beer like normal Americans. You get pulled over, you're fucked too. But
Hey, I've never met anybody who died on weed. I'm just saying,
no, but that's crazy, man. You're lucky. You imagine what would happen if you went to jail. You would have been a whole new life. This
Dude, that would have been minimum. They were telling me
you would have
3 years.
you would have never got on Kill Tony.
Dude, I would have been back.
You would have been. This would have been your not your Texas return. This would have been your what prisons out there.
Oh, dude, they have some fucked up prisons.
We could have been talking about your prison stories about how you used to fucking hold people's belts and shit.
Fuck you.
Actually, you're pretty. I forgot you're gigante. You're pretty tall. You would have been.
I'm fucking big as fuck. No,
Someone
fuck
would have been
that.
holding your belt.
Hell yeah.
That's what. But the problem is, they say in jail, like, you go knock out the biggest motherfucker in there. You're the biggest motherfucker in there. You're a target. Some little fucker's gonna want to fight you every day.
I'm just like, stop it.
No, but that's cool though. Like, at least they let you go. How much you want to bet they pocketed that shit or sold it themselves?
Well, I made the joke because he was like, it's because he's told me that he was like, in Texas it's federal offense, blah blah blah, and he goes, since we're not going to charge you with anything, and I was like, cool, and I made the joke. I was like, so can I have it back? And he was like, if you want it back now, you'll go to jail. And I was like, all right, never mind.
He said, "Psych."
And so I packed all my shit and
Like, can I pinch the sack real quick?
I
Come
know, I
on,
was
homie.
like, fucking, if you guys gonna fucking keep
Hey,
it, let me get a little bit,
you can have the ounce. Can I pinch the ounce? Like,
and let me get enough for a blunt. Fuck.
no, but so after they finally let you go, you just went back on the road or what?
Yeah, no, I got back on the road and I called my mom.
You're all scared. You're all crying and shit.
No, my mom laughed. She laughed at me because she was like,
Fucking loser.
did they stop you? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, it's fucking racist and shit like that.
I just can imagine you pulling up with just a bunch of laundry and junk in your car. They're like, "Oh, this guy's. We got a live one." Were you high? Were you high when they pulled you over?
No, yeah. No, I was very stoned, and also my car smelled.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the other day I saw you, I smelled you before I saw you. Before I smelled the weed, I turned around and you were standing there. I was like, "Oh shit, there's those."
I'm so happy that I came back because that's the thing is like,
How does it feel now that you're home? Do you feel good? You feel more relaxed now?
let's just talk about the weed really quick. I'm so happy that I'm back and I get to smell California weed because over
Texas
there,
weed sucks.
yes, Texas weed
Well,
100%
yeah, because
sucks.
it's illegal, so you have to buy the dirt weed, right?
So yeah, you're what's it called? You're paying overpriced fucking prices. Let's say an ounce over here, you'll pay like maybe $60 for an ounce. Or like let's say you of the like cheapest, right? So you pay like maybe $100 here. Out there you're paying like 130, 140. There's like about a month's like a $30 fucking tax at least.
And it's shit weed.
And it's the same, I guess you would say it's this would
What,
be the
what do they
same.
have out there? Like what Kush or what's their
No.
brands?
No, they have like
Gorilla Glue or what's the I don't know weed. What are the weeds names? I know there's like Gorilla something, right?
they got this weed or that weed. That's all they have. They don't have anything else. Like
Well,
you get what they have.
I was in Vegas recently and I didn't know if weed was legal or not in Vegas. And I was just walking around and I saw a sign that said the consumption of marijuana in public is strictly prohibited. I was like, so I guess it's not legal. I guess you could smoke it out there, just not in public. I don't know. I just saw a sign
Yeah,
saying
it's
that.
just like here. You can't do it in public. You have to be at your house.
Because in front of the hotel it said that. I was like, oh shit. But the hotels, I was walking in the hotels and the casinos, you smell cigars, you smell cigarettes, and you get a hit of weed. You're like, what the fuck? Like, but yeah, it was pretty fun out there. It's funny because I was coming home from Texas, I mean from Vegas, and you were coming home from Texas, and I was bitching about having to drive 3 hours. You drove how many hours did you drive? 17?
20,
Shh.
20 straight hours.
You didn't stop at all?
I did stop like every.
Did you have a piss jug or anything?
No, I stopped to like to pee or to put gas and stuff like that. But like yeah, every once in a while, like I would see like a rest stop and I would just kind of like I would have to get off and just stretch out my legs because I was cramped in there. Like I had all my stuff, like my fucking like I was like my fucking
You
seat
guys
was
so
pushed forward.
you look like the Beverly Hillbillies when they moved and all their shit in one truck.
Also, my car is not big.
What
Like
kind of car is
I
it?
have a hatchback. I have a Toyota Corolla hatchback, so it's about this fucking big. It's I have a Hot Wheel for a car.
Your car survived out there in Texas?
If I lay down, I'm a tall person. I'm like 6'3". If I lay down like horizontal next to my car, I think I'm the length of my car. I swear to fucking God.
I have a question. Did you get pulled over a lot in Texas with your California plates, or did you
No,
switch to Texas plates?
no, never.
I heard that when you go out of state and you have California plates, cops like to fuck with you.
Well, that's the thing is, it was actually kind of like a safe haven for me because, I'm not gonna lie, there was a good amount of time that I didn't have like insurance on my car, and
Not
so
even Adriana's.
like, and they fucking, and they so, and then the funny part is like they can't really like look it up right away, like not like they can do it here, like I guess here, like if they like
Yeah,
fucking
I mean, as soon as they run your tags, they can
yeah.
see it. The DMV notifies them.
Yeah, no, over there, it's a whole nother thing. So I was like, hell yeah. Like, so for a good minute, I didn't have like insurance, but like fucking right when I came over here, I had to fucking get insurance. But,
Did you get Adriana's or the General?
no, I got Progressive actually, and they're charging me an arm and a leg. I'm not gonna
Hey,
lie.
my birthday's in a couple days, and my homeowner's insurance is State Farm, and they sent me a birthday card. I was like, oh, the only people that send me birthday cards. They say every year they send me one. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, my daughter's like, because it says whoever my broker is, he sends it, or whoever it's probably fake or whatever. My daughter's like, who's this guy sending you a birthday card? Because it doesn't say from State Farm, but I
Does
know
it say Jake?
no, whatever it is, it has a little State Farm like address. I know it's from State Farm, but whoever the person is, I don't know who the fuck it is. My daughter's like, "Who's this guy?" It's like some Spanish dude's name. She's like, "Why is he sending you a birthday card?" I was like, "Because he cares, okay? At least somebody does." She's like, "What are we doing for your birthday?" I was like, "I'm going to go get my brakes done on my car. I took the day off for my birthday, and my brakes started going out recently, so I'm gonna go get a brake service and an oil change for my birthday. That's what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what it's like being an adult on your
I was about to
birthday."
say, I could tell that you're over like 30 now. It's like you're like
I'll be 38, but it just sucks because my oil light just came on, and then I just started recently hearing my brake like sound like
start
grinding.
squeaking.
And I inspected my brakes, and one side is grinding. The other ones are all great, but just one side it's already doing metal. I don't know. Maybe there might be something wrong with just one brake, but I'm just gonna go take it to get them all fixed or whatever. But it's gonna be a fucking arm and a leg. But I know how to do brakes on my car, right? I know how to do brakes on older cars. These newer cars, they have like electronic e-brakes.
Yeah, that's
So people who don't know, the old school brakes is just a regular brake caliper or whatever and brake pads, whatever. These newer cars has an electric motor attached to the brake thing. And if you guys want to change your brakes, you need a computer scanner to unlock that thing. And the only way to do that, if you don't have a computer scanner, which I don't because I don't have an auto body shop in my garage, is you have to take it apart manually. And then there's like a special tool you need to like take it up. It's just too much, and I don't want to fuck with it. My car's newer. It's only got like 50,000 miles on it, and I'm not about to fuck with my brake system. I have no knowledge of this electronic brake system and with the sensors and all this crap.
no, yeah.
So I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just go pay for it. But if it was a few years older car, I could have done it for $150. So it's probably gonna cost me like $800 to $1,000. But it is what it is. Getting old fucking sucks.
No, yeah, it's fucking the same with my car. Like I have,
What year is your car?
is it 2019?
Is it? Do you have an electric brake system too, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fuck. It's like they make it so that you can't work on your own cars. Like
No, even like if a small sensor goes out, like let's say
$800.
let's say like it's like the most minute thing, the whole thing would stop working. It's just gonna like stop. You literally have to unplug it and just be like, it's not
I
there.
remember I had an older car where like some sensor in the motor went out, and it was $800 to replace the sensor. My motor wouldn't work without this fucking sensor, and until I got it replaced, it was $800. I was like, what the fuck? Like Ford just released some shit. They're like talking about how it'll be like they passed some law like it's illegal, or they're trying to pass a law that it's illegal for you to work on your own car. Like you basically have to go to the dealership for anything. Like if you have a Tesla, you're gonna have to go to the dealer for everything. Like everything is through them, you know. Like if you're very well knowledge of cars and you can do it yourself, cool. Like I know basic shit, I can do basic stuff. I don't have a computer scanner to unlock my brake system, so like I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet unless someone shows me. I've seen videos of fools doing it with like doing socket wrenches, and like I'm not gonna risk breaking my brake system over that, you know?
I don't know which. I think it's BMW, but they're coming out with a car that it has everything, like, you can, it has all the bells and whistles to it, but the only way you can like unlock it, you have to subscribe to some shit. I think it's BMW or fucking like it's one of those big
Even
ones.
like Tesla, you have to buy their insurance. You can't get
Oh, really?
you can't buy car insurance through something else. It has to be through them. So I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know the Tesla.
I'm too poor. I'm sorry. I'm
I
a
don't know.
comedian.
They made them cheaper. My neighbor has a Tesla. She got one, and then she converted her garage into like a charging station. They were like putting up some things and shit. I'm like, don't burn your. If your house burns down, mine's burning down. Please don't burn fucking down, please. But yeah, like these, like I said, these new cars is like they don't want you. And they come up with stupid things. Like my last car, I had a like a 2020 Civic, and they like I was gonna do the brakes on that car, and they put a special plate over the brake system so you can't get to it. So there's like a weird tool. I had to like break it off to get to my brake system because they don't want you to work. They have this special tool that
No, yeah.
they don't want you to touch your fucking cars. They're
That's
like,
how fucking big business is trying to get your money, dog.
you know what's crazy too is back then things used to last. Like I had my listen, vacuums used to last. I remember my grandma had the same vacuum my whole child life. She had the same microwave my whole child life. Like, do you buy any appliances now? You got a good 5 years and they're done. Like, it's like they make shit so cheap now. It's like everything is just because they don't. Back then it was built to last. Now it's like a built to replace. Like, I have a carpet shampoo, right? And a belt went out on it, and I wanted to replace the belt. The price of the belt was almost as much as the whole fucking shampoo. I'm like, I could just buy a whole new shampoo. I ended up finding a belt on Amazon for dirt cheap, and I just replaced it myself. But from the actual manufacturer, it was like $80 to $100, and I was like, I got one for 15, a double pack on for $15 on Amazon, and I replaced it, and it works just fine. You know?
No, yeah, fucking. I had an original Nintendo, and that shit still worked.
Yeah, I still have mine.
Yeah, and they work fine
I was saying these new systems they get the ring of death and then you fucked
because they overheat. That's the fucked up
with
part.
the fans and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's go back to your whole comedy shit,
All
right?
right.
So, what was your 3 years like in Texas? What did you learn out there?
It's hot.
I'm talking about your the comedy scene. Like, did you gain anything out there? Like,
Well, okay, so the difference, like, so my first year there, I had to like get used to like so all the mics were 3 minutes, and then at least over here you guys get 5 minute mics and stuff like that. So
sometimes 10 if you pay for it.
yeah, so like you guys get a lot more time on mics over here. Over there, every mic is always 3 minutes. It doesn't
Yes, because
matter.
everyone there's a comic.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people.
I have a question. What is it like being in a place where everybody's a fucking comic? Was that annoying where everybody does comedy? It's you just like a sheep in the crowd of sheep, you know?
Yes and no, because if you can still make comics laugh, then then you have a good joke. That's the thing.
How many crazy people did you meet out there?
So
Hey,
many crazy people.
listen,
So
you
many
know what's
crazy.
funny? Like when I'll know someone's crazy within the first few minutes that I'm talking to them. Like if you're outside at a mic, we go to a lot of open mics or whatever we do, bar shows, whatever the fuck we're at. Within a few minutes of talking to somebody, I get to see the look in their eye, like, oh, this person's not all there.
Oh no, you see that what's it called, that dead stare
That
sometimes.
1,000 mile
Yeah,
stare.
they just give, and you're like, oh my god.
And then you,
No, no, there's a lot of like characters out there. If you believe them or if you don't, like, you just meet a lot of like weird people,
do you meet any homeless comics like bums on the
like
street?
okay, so just with the Kill Tony thing is like you meet a lot of like people come out of town and they're trying to make it big and they're trying to get hit it, and you start asking them questions and then you're like, oh, you're a fucking nut job. You literally just came, like, one time I saw this guy who literally came out of like the site work. He had like the bracelet on and everything, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "I'm just trying to like find a new like a new way to kind of
You know
like
what's crazy?
express myself, and I was like,
I'm a fan of the show. I've watched it 1,000 times. Like, when you sit and watch these people, they're like, "Oh, I've been doing comedy for fucking 9 years, 10 years," and they just completely bomb. I'm like, how do these fools stay in this shit that long and just have like nothing? Like, but you're right. It's mental illness. There's mental illness everywhere in every industry. But like, it just trips me out. I'm like, has nobody told them anything? Like, that's why I've gotten flack for this, but I'm gonna say it. You're either funny or not. You
well,
can
that's the thing is like for the 1 minute approach of comedy is kind of crazy because when you're like a 10-year comic,
Yeah, 1 minute's hard.
1 minute's not like you're not doing 1 minutes anymore. You're doing like fucking
Stories.
15. You're doing 20. Like that's not, so like once like how when you see like people who have been doing like 10, 15 years and they bomb on there, they're like, yeah, of course they're not used to that. Like I knew like a couple people on there who got on and they're like 10 year 15 years comics and they didn't do that great and I was but they're like like they're like I've been doing like fucking 20 minutes 30-minute sets fucking this like like I have time
One
I
minute is cool for one-liner guys. Like I'm
yeah.
I'm I'm a big guy. I'm a bit guy too. I'm not a storyteller, but I do bits. But like, I'm not a one-liner guy. And yes, that is hard. But I feel like the interview would be harder. I'd bomb the interview because
Oh, I trust me. I bombed the interview. Well,
that's why. Like, listen, I watched your shit. I think you did well. But the interview is hard. I would have done the same thing. So I don't feel bad for you. I do feel bad for you because I would have been the same way. Like I don't like when they'll ask you, what do you do besides comedy? Like nothing. This is it. Like I'm a fucking loser, Tony. I do stand up and I have a podcast. That's
well,
it.
that's not what they want to hear. They want to hear like,
Yeah,
oh, like
I got touched when I was a
oh no
child.
no. They're like, oh, I'm like on my like.
I'm on meth. I should just make shit up. I'm a recovering meth addict, fucking circus clown.
Honestly, a lot of people just do. A lot of people just make stuff up. A lot.
Why didn't you do that
I know
shit?
people who fucking set up like they set up everything. So what's it called? Like,
They're like, oh, have you seen that guy who made that one video? Where it was like the Kill Tony video game, and he's like playing a virtual reality video game of Kill Tony. He's like, I wasn't molested by my uncle. I molested my uncle, or some crap like that. But yeah, I would have bombed the interview too, because there's no way. But I feel like the show, like, listen, this is just my opinion. I feel like the show, they just like they pick characters out of the crowd, and then they have regulars that they want. And like I noticed too is that they say it's random, but every time you watch the show and there's people on the panel, they always know one of the bucket pulls. Oh, I know you. We did shows this many years ago. Or I know this person. Yeah, we did show. Like they always know. Someone always knows somebody. And then I watched. Listen, I don't know. I can't remember the episode, but I watched an episode of something where Tony Hinchcliffe was on a pod, and he was talking about Fiona Colley, and he was like, yeah, she asked me to be on the pod, and I was like, well, you better not fuck it up if I give you a chance, blah blah. And then they acted like they randomly pulled her on the fucking show. If the show's randomly pulled, and he admitted that he had said, okay, if you fuck up, I'm not gonna give you another chance. So like, it's like they pick their own people they want, and then there's a few regular pulls. That's my opinion, but you've been on there. What do you think of that?
oh man,
It,
they. I'm just gonna say this. They want to have a good show. That's all it is.
but listen,
They're just trying to have a good show. I
so
don't know how much of
what
it is random and how much of it
I
is
think I
curated.
think it's 50-50 because I went to the Kill Tony and the Intuit Dome out here when they just came out here
And
recently, and I sat there and watched them pull. Everybody they pulled was a fucking character.
yeah, but I also like I know a lot of people who worked on that show, and I know a lot of people who's been on that show, and I know a lot of people who like what's it called have the insight on that shit.
They
I'm
know
not
the
gonna lie, what's it called? Like there is like very coincidental pulls if you catch my
I'm telling you,
drift. You feel me?
I'm telling you, the Fiona Colley, he fucking said it. She asked to be on it. He was like, if I give you a chance, don't fuck it up. And then acted like she was a random bucket pull. I was not. And then now she's a part of their thing. Like, cool. It's cool that it is, but don't act like it's random.
Yeah, I knew a guy who came up. He came and he was like, "Oh yeah, I just opened up for Tony Hinchcliffe. He told me to come through."
Listen,
And
go
I was like,
and listen, people.
if that guy gets pulled, I was like, and this shit's rigged. And he got pulled, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Okay, I have a challenge for anyone watching this. Go back and watch the last 5 episodes of the podcast. Every fucking panel on there knows somebody that gets pulled. They were on a show together, they did this together, the blah blah blah. Like they know people. Oh, I did a show with him. I've opened for him. Like they know each other. So it's not. It's like they bring their people with them, and they're like, hey, put them in there, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. If you open for them, yeah, you're gonna get on.
We do open mics here. You know, when you do open mics, when you go to a show that someone runs and their boys are there, they're putting them up and then you. So I've been in the fucking game. I know how it works. It's not real.
No, yeah.
But I'm telling you, I went to the Intuit Dome and I watched everybody they pulled. They pulled the only two black dudes, a little person, a hot Asian girl, like a blind dude. Like it was like every fucking checkbox marked, you know, like. And then I was looking around at the other 400 of us, and I was like, they just chose the characters. Sandy was there, and he didn't get called. I told him you should have fucking kept your hair. He cut his hair, so he wasn't a character no more. But I'd never going back to that shit. After I saw what I saw in person, I'm like, this shit's fucking rigged. And the clips that I've seen, and then the constant fucking panel knowing all the at least one or two people on the fucking bucket polls, I'm like, this shit is fake. So yeah, my opinion, people, it's your show. Do whatever the fuck you want, but like, don't act like it's random when it's not. And then
It's a good show, right?
but this is what I feel
It's
too.
a good
Is
show, though, right?
this is what I feel too is they pick the crazy people because they do. I've been to game shows before, like as a guest, as a fan of game shows, like The Price is Right or whatever. They do pre-interviews, and they want to see if they want to like listen to your personality and see how you're like. Kill Tony does fucking pre-interviews. They want to see if you're fucked in the head or something's going on with you because they're like, we can make fun of this guy, we can talk shit about this guy.
I
Like,
can honestly say, like, knowing half of the people who's been on it, like, some of these people are just fucking batshit crazy.
but I'm saying it's good. It's just like we've all watched American Idol, right? The first like before the show actually starts, they have the auditions. What are the auditions
But
like?
it also is like it's that thing where they, it's like, oh, how many of these what's it called, these singers, what's it called, have a grandma or a sister who's dying, and this is their last wish. Oh, I just want to see them
But
perform on a big stage.
yeah, let me finish my thought real quick, right? We've all seen those American Idols, right? The first before the show starts, it's the auditions, right? And they go through or American Idol, fucking America's Got Talent, whatever it is. They go through characters and they want to show that this person sucks, this person's crazy or whatever, and then the one person is the star, you know, like they it's like something to someone to laugh at. You know, we've all seen. I used to love watching American Idol and see people who can't sing for crap, and then Simon Cowell's like, that was god awful. You know, like it's just it's entertaining. You know, that's how I feel the show is too. Like they pick weirdos. Like you'll be watching the show, and he's like, oh my god, these people suck, and then all of a sudden one kid gets pulled out. Oh my god, that's exactly what we were looking for. You know, and just so happens you know the guy on the panel. I don't know, people. Cheers, the show's great. I love comedy. I love watching it, but I'm just starting to connect the dots, you know? Like you can't fool everyone, you know?
It's a good show. That's all I
I'm
can
not
say.
saying I don't like it, but just stop acting like it's organic when it's not. It is what it is. As I said, I go to open mics. I was just at an open mic recently and someone bumped me. I'm not going to complain, but it happens, you know? Like,
Like I would say, I got pulled. So
yeah, like it is what it is, people, but yeah, so after your Kill Tony experience, right? Like, did you have a negative effect or like a positive effect? Like, how did that affect your life, the first time and the second time?
the first time, it did really good actually, because a lot of people saw it, and
I,
also the bar that I was
I,
talking shit about, the owner saw it and they were like, "Hey, we liked it. It was
not
funny."
cool, man.
No,
Not
they're like they
cool.
actually said that it was pretty
Did you
funny.
guys get business after that? Were people flooding the fucking market or what?
No, I did. People came into the bar and they were like, "Hey, I saw this. I heard about this on Kill Tony. and they would see me and they were like, "Oh, it's you," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's me.
Like,
I did."
they're like, is it you, Hante?
Yeah, they're
Did
like,
you have a nickname out there? Did you give you a nickname?
"No, I'm just Jose out there."
You didn't go by Hante?
No, Gigante, no. I should have.
That should be your alter ego,
That's gonna be my
Hante.
porn name, all right? Gigante, all right?
You better hope you're Hante.
Yeah.
No, no, but
I'm average, all right?
I remember when I first saw you, and I just had you on my podcast. That was the first. This is your second appearance, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you were out here visiting, and you had just done that. We had just been on the podcast. I mean, the Kill Tony, and then I was proud of you. I was like, hell yeah! Like I think I had you on, and then you got on. But how long were you out there before you finally got pulled?
2 years.
Of 2 years of signing up?
Yeah, 2 years. It was 86 signups straight.
That's fucking crazy.
Hmm.
You know, and Sandy went out there for his birthday, and he got pulled the first fucking night.
Do you know how
Asshole.
fucking pissed off I was?
I had Sandy on it, and I told him, I was like, you are that asshole. He's like, I don't even watch the show. Like, you just show up out there for your birthday, you got pulled, and then you don't even watch the show.
He does good, and he did really good.
And he got to meet Fluffy. That's fucking. And he got to smoke weed with them too. It's fucking badass. Did you get any free weed out there?
No.
Does everyone just smoke each other out there?
What do you mean?
Just passing out weed? Is it all like a fucking weed fest out there?
No. No one
Everyone's broke. and
Everybody's
stinky.
broken. Nobody has weed except me. What the fuck?
Did you see any like sad stories out there? Like people come out there thinking they're gonna make it, and they're just like
All the time.
can't even afford to eat and blah blah
All the
blah.
time. I met a lot of people who were like, I asked them like, what brought you out here? They're like, I wasn't getting spots at my uh where I was from, so I came out here just thinking like, I was getting more spots out here. It's like, no.
Did you make connections out there with like the regulars out there, like the?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, and fucking I was out there for 3 years, yeah, and fucking I know a lot of fucking the mothership guys. I know Sunset
Did you
guys.
ever perform at the mothership besides Kill Tony, like open mics or anything?
Yeah.
That's bad. What about the Vulcan or what?
Yeah, I've done Vulcan.
Oh, actually, I saw clips of you there.
Yeah, I done Vulcan. I done the mothership.
Did you ever do a Red Band show?
I done the Sunset Stripped. No, I didn't do the Secret Show. I done the Velveeta Room. I done Creek in the Cave. I done Cap City. I did pretty much all the clubs out there. Same with San Antonio. Like the thing is, it's not just like Texas is not just Austin. It's also like San Antonio has a scene, and
Yeah, I hear they're like.
Dallas and Houston has a scene. They're not as big.
I didn't realize how big the state was. They're like, oh, I drove 4 hours from Austin to get here, or wherever the fuck they're from. Like, that state is huge. I didn't realize how huge it was.
Dude, it takes like 5 hours just to get out of El Paso. Like it's literally crazy. Like half of the time when you're driving through Texas.
So, what is the neighborhood? I hear that 6th Street. They say it's like ghetto and there's crackheads everywhere. Is it really? Is it like L.A. like fucking Skid Row or what?
See, that's the thing is Skid Row, LA, at least like they have them like in one place. Like no, and like in
It's
Texas,
a free for all. It is
they're
everywhere.
just everywhere.
Like The
yeah.
Walking Dead, just wandering around.
Like one of the culture shocks that I had was I was in a Burger King and there was this homeless guy in there and I was eating and the guy comes up to me and goes, "Can I get $1?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then my friend goes, "Yeah, they're allowed to do that." And I was like, "What?"
How do they even survive out there? It's like 200 degrees out there. They don't just fucking die of heat stroke and shit.
Well, they get a lot of fucking help from like there's a lot of
Isn't it cheap out there? Like, how are you homeless? Like, that's my opinion. Like, how are you homeless out there when it's like in Vegas too? You see homeless people in Vegas. Like, it's cheap out here. There's jobs everywhere. Like, how the fuck? But they must be on drugs or mentally ill, right? Like,
that's the thing
did you
is,
meet any like normal people that were homeless, or were they all addicts and
no,
mentally ill people?
most of the comics were homeless out over there. Like a lot of the comics were
They should
homeless.
start their own Skid Row, their own tent city, like in LA.
They tried and they shut them down 1,000 times.
Someone just needs to. Why don't they just roommate together? Just fucking 5 dudes in a room like a bunch of Mexicans. We do it out here.
Can't do it. You just can't. Fucking they the tent city. They did try doing a tent. They had a couple tent cities, but they ended up getting like raided and taken out by the cops because
What's the work like out there? Is there no work? Like,
there's nothing.
what's the options? Just like it's like, is it like Vegas? You have to work at a bar and that's it. There's like no regular.
No, you can get like regular jobs, but every like Austin is still like fucking growing and still becoming, more. It just
What's the next city over from Austin? There's no like work in the next city over. Like a lot of people here that like live up to
like San Antonio, but San Antonio is like 30 minutes
like
away.
people up here. There's people that live up the hill and they drive an hour or so to LA to work. Like vice versa.
Well, that's the thing is like I feel like once like how there's not really like no one wants like there's not gonna be anybody else in the other places. That's why it's either gonna be here, San Antonio, Dallas, or Houston.
Like
Like there's like you're not like
what's
not
the dominant? There's like no pest control or fucking plumbing. Like what's the dominant workforces out there?
shit. Once like how
Like out here it's construction and warehouse. Like what's in Texas? What's the like common job out there for people? Is there construction jobs out there or warehouse jobs?
there's a lot of construction jobs because what's it called? They're getting their what's it called their freeway fixed all the time. So I see the construction jobs
That's why I don't
on
get a lot of
because
comics.
I did I that's the thing is I did apply for them, but then fucking I found out that there was like 30 other people applying for the same job too. So I was like, holy fuck.
That's why I don't get a lot of comics is that you can find. Listen, we do comedy at night. You could find any fucking day job you want. You can do anything. You can
Yeah.
be a fucking plumber. You can be a fucking car dealership guy. Whatever the fuck it is. Like, I see comics that like don't want to work and they just think they're gonna live off. Like, no. Like, comedy's like this. There's no money in comedy for a long time, and then one day there's money. But when there's no money in comedy, you should have a regular fucking 9 to 5 job. Like I do it. I work like 60 hours a week and I still try to find my I don't do as much comedy as I'd like to, but I still do it as much as I can.
Well, that's the expression. Don't quit your day job, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So when I hear that comics like don't want to work and then they're broke, like how are you not broke? Just have a day job. Is that fucking simple? Like you could do anything. Like that's what I'm asking. What is Texas like? I know California. I know what the workforce is out here. I know what pays out here. What is Texas workforce like? Is it just restaurants? Is it like tourism shit? Like Vegas? Like you
At
gotta work
least
at a
where
bar
I
and
was at.
restaurants?
At least where I was at, I was in Austin. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of months ago tourism shit because that's pretty much their main thing was getting tourism in Austin.
How hard is it to get like a job at a comedy club, like as a door guy or security or whatever?
It's pretty hard.
Start learning MMA or some shit. I heard you have to be SEAL Team 6 to fucking work at the mothership.
No, yeah. Either you get passed or you or
Is there a big podcast scene out there?
oh yeah, everybody has a
So
podcast
I'm
out there.
saying, you know how easy it is to produce a podcast or learn to edit a podcast? Like,
Everybody has a podcast. You there's okay. You talk to like one comic and he goes, "Hey man, you want to be on my podcast?" So, like it's everybody has a podcast. It's like
see, I feel bad. It's like out here, I feel like I said this the other day, yesterday. I was like, I feel like I'm the only one doing it consistently in the IE. Someone was like, "There's more podcasts in the IE." I'm like, they are, but they're not actively doing it. Like, I wish there was more. You know, like we need a fucking scene out here. We need to put more people on. Like, I know are a few out there. Some people have like stopped for a while or whatever. There's a couple of guys that do it, but like, literally, how many podcasts do you know in the IE? Which one?
this one.
I said that, and some fucking dude the other day, he's been on here. He was like, "Yeah, well, there's other podcasts." I'm like, "Okay, but are they putting people on?"
I don't know. I guess just in the you're the one podcast I know. I know a bunch of them in LA. Like there's a
But what
couple
I'm saying is like, we need each
Burbank.
other. Like, shout out to all the other IE comic podcasts that there are out here. I wish you well. I hope you guys come back. There are people who have stopped. I've stopped during certain times where my life got busy or I couldn't get anybody to come on here. But like, we need a fucking voice. Someone's got to put people on. You know how many people I've put on? I'm on. This is episode 59, and you know how many people I've put on this. This is your second time. I've had a few reoccurring guests, but like, we need to put people on. Like, people have to hear about this. I bring you on. You can promote your shows you got going on or whatever. Like, the IE scene is like very like they just everybody's fucking for themselves. Like they don't want to fucking just we need each other. Like there's
I feel like this scene, at least in the is super spread out.
but the problem is like let's come together. Like we need like LA fucking OC. They have their own things. I know there's people out here who are trying to keep the IE going, but like everyone just wants to be for themselves, and like we need to come to fucking together. Like I said, like I do this podcast. I like to talk to comics. I like to fucking get to know comics. I've had a lot of people on here I've never talked to before. I've had a lot of great conversations on here. But my goal is to just fucking promote you. Like you, I've had you on here. You're back out here. I'm putting you on. Now people know you're back. So hopefully you book more shows. Jose Ayala is back in the IE.
Please.
Book him LAOCIE.
Everywhere.
But
California.
what I'm saying is like this what pisses me off is like there's so many fucking gatekeepers in this industry. Like we need each other. Nobody wins it alone. You know, like you go to a certain scenes and there's little friend groups and they only fuck with each other and they're only cool. Like no, like we went to the mic the other day and the other mic. I've seen so many new comics come out. And I'm like hell yeah, like that's cool. Like this it needs to expand. It doesn't need to just stay the same people, you know, like some people come in this shit, they do it for a bit and they just leave, you know, but like for the people who want to keep it going, like let's keep it fucking going. Like we need each other, you know, like
You,
spread
the,
the fucking word.
the thing that I do like about the scene here in California, I'll tell you this, is people are on their shit. Like once I call fucking, I've been cracking up the whole time I've been here. Once I call people are fucking, you know, that's the thing. Once I call Austin is still kind of like what's it called? They're growing and they're still becoming like a big scene, and they're still trying to like to make pretty much make their scene, and what's it called, put their people up front, and what's it called, these are the forefront, these are the people of Austin, blah blah blah, these are here in California, and what's it called, fucking like there's just like a little bit of a competition that I like, and once I can see it in everybody's fucking eyes. Like once like people are still fucking like they're like I fucking want to do better
But
every
trust
fucking
me,
day.
like this is what I'm talking about with the podcast. Like, do you think I want to be the only podcast out here? Like, no. Like, I want to look at other people's shows or podcasts, and I want to be inspired. I want to like, okay, he had that guy on, I want that guy on, or I had this guy on, he wants that guy on. Like, you need a little bit of competition, but you also just need a community. Like, I can't be the only fucking guy doing this, you know? Like, I can't be the only guy putting people on. Like, I try to bring people on here, and I feel like some people don't take me serious or like just ignore me because they never heard of me. I'm like, who else is doing it? Like, who else is putting people on? You know, like, let's fucking build with each other. Let's grow together. You know, like, you know how many people I've met along this fucking journey doing this? Going to mics, I met people, never got to know people. You know, like this podcast gave me the opportunity to meet people and opportunity for people who listen to know who you are. You know, like people have seen you. I've seen the Jose before. I saw him on Kill Tony. Look, he's having a full on conversation. He's going in deep with his bullshit. You know, he's talking about his experiences and shit. You know, like I don't know. I just feel like we need each other. We need to stop trying to fucking bash each other and let's come to fucking together because without each other we have nothing. You know, like
Well, yeah, no, of course. Like that's the thing is at least this is the cool part about Austin. Once at least what I see is everybody's just trying to fucking help each other out for the most part. Not 100%, but once fucking every as long as you still have the same fucking goal, people are gonna be with you. I
how,
hear. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I remember when I was here, I was like, yeah, felt like there was a kind of like a gatekeeper. I was like, oh, like I felt kind of shut out from some people, or some people were kind of like, this is where you
okay, but listen,
stand.
like there's people that put on shows, they put on the same friends, the same this over and over. How are you gonna bring an audience to the same fucking show, the same fucking people? Like you have to have a new show every time. You guys have new faces. You like you can't just keep with the same friends. Like you have to expand, and you also can't stay in the same place. People that want to do IE, OCLA, like I go around all over. You cannot just stay in one fucking place. You took the leap and went to Texas, but you expanded a little bit, but like you never grow if you just stay in one spot. So it's better to network. This was the scene. This is what the comedy is. Like you need to network and make as much connections and friends as possible. Like I've met so many fucking people along this journey. Like, I've had a few people that don't like me, we don't get along, but listen, we're not for everyone. So if certain people don't like you and they don't fuck with you, then who cares? Fuck them, you know? But for the most part, I want to get along with everyone. I hope everyone does well. Like, there's so many people, if you're listening, I've DM'd so many fucking people like, I'm proud of you, I'm glad you're doing this, and it's fucking cool. Like, to see somebody that you went to an open mic with at a fucking shitty bar do Kill Tony. I remember seeing you at fucking shows and then you're on Kill Tony, or you're doing this, you're doing that. Like, I'm like, hell yeah, that's fucking badass. So, you know, like, I know that if you do well, that means that I can do well. You know, like, if he can do that shit, I can do that. I've done a couple big shows in my day, and not bragging, but I know people are like, fuck, how the fuck did he do it? You know, I don't fucking know. You know, I just got lucky, you know, but like, but anytime I see anybody book shows of big comics and shit, I'm proud of them. Like, I tell them people all the time, you've seen people, I trust me, but if you look at your DMs, I've been in there. Like, I'm fucking proud of you. I'm glad that happens because I know deep down, if I support you, one day this shit can happen to me, you know, like,
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing is once I got I always felt like once I got fucking if I ever see like one of my good friends do fucking great,
well,
I always want to be like hell yeah, because once I got fucking hopefully when I get there too, once I got you guys gave me the same fucking amount of support that I gave you.
just when I saw you on Kill Tony, I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I know that guy. He did my podcast and that shit was sick. You know, like, I know you took the leap. You went out there and then I know you didn't stay long out there, but you did more than you did out here. You know, like, you took the leap. I would have never done that. Like, that's fucking scary. You, like, left and took everything you known with you. You went out there, you got your little 3 years of experience, but like, that's something you can tell your grandkids one day, you know, like,
I went out there just trying to figure out what's it called like fuck what's funny over here, what's funny over there. Fucking from Texas, months ago, Texas was the first place, and then months ago, I was able to expand, to see, like, meet new people, and then they were telling me, like, yo, fucking try New York. I fucking went to New York. I fucking did some fucking spots out there. It was fucking great. They go, fucking try fucking Nevada, I can go to Nevada. I know some
so
people
where's
out
your
there.
next stop? Where are you going to go?
Fucking, I don't know, man.
You said you were talking about Colorado, right?
I want to go to Colorado. I, kn-
So then that's your next goal. You need to
yeah, of
start
course.
that you can come back to Cali, start saving your little nest egg. And this time, now that you know you've gone to another state out of your realm, now you have experience. You know this is what I have to do. So now you're more prepared for when you do go to Colorado. You know what you need and what type of stability you need to go out there. And yeah, but that's gonna be sick when you go out there. Like, hopefully you do well out there too. But I don't know the scene. I never heard of the scene, but I know South Park's from there. But but do you know anybody out there, like friends or
No, a
family?
couple people out there. Yeah, I have a couple friends
So,
out there.
so now that you're home, establish it, work on your shit out here for a bit, and then fucking go on your next step. Like, you have no wife and no kids, right?
No, I'm
So you're a fucking
single.
you're a free bird. Do whatever you want. Like, I'm jealous because I have wife and kids and I can't do none of that shit. So like, I'm okay. I'm content with just doing the local shit. You know, if something ever happens, cool. But right now, I'm not.
No,
I'm
you're jealous. I'm jealous. You live in a white neighborhood. This is nice. Fuck
Hey,
off.
but see, it's at an expense, though. You know, like, I don't have the freedom that you have. You know, you can just take off and go to Texas. I can't fucking go to Texas. I'll get child support and some shit sent to me real quick. You know, like. But what I'm saying is, like, you're young. Do what the fuck you want to do. Like, you have the opportunities. You can live and learn. You can fucking thrive. You can fail. Like, you still have a whole lifetime ahead of you. So like, you want to take your next step to Colorado, fucking do it. You want to go to fucking New York, you want to go to fucking Kansas, wherever the fuck you want to go, you know? Like,
No, yeah. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what's gonna be the next step.
why don't you
Fuck.
try the San Diego scene?
Oh no. Yeah, yeah. Of
It's
course.
close.
Why wouldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll try San Diego.
Because I know the scene's pretty cool out there. I've been to shows. I've never performed out there, but I've been to shows.
I think yeah, I remember I did a set at the ACC.
Yeah, I went there one time, and other day they send me text messages for some bullshit. Like they have me when you go there, they tell you, "Oh, there's no reception downstairs, so take down our numbers so we can text you the
And
menu."
then they give you,
And then just spam fucking message
yeah,
you
they
every
give you all the
day.
fucking what's it called, the specials for the shows that are
Hey,
coming up.
me and my friend went to San Diego. We went down there to go see David Tell there, and we parked, and there was some dude just shitting right there next to us on the floor, like some homeless guy. I'm like, God damn. Hey, but San Diego's wild, man. It's like I've never been to Sixth Street in Texas, but I would assume is it like San Diego, or it's like a party town? There's
Yes, it's
bars
just like the Gaslight District. What's it called? Where you have that strip of like bars.
and restaurants and drunk people
Yeah,
walking around. I
of
was just
course,
like,
yeah.
that's just wild. Cause I went down there and we got there early. We went to go eat at some restaurants and there's it's a military town. There's a bunch of drunk Marines walking around talking shit. Like, and I was like to my friend, don't say nothing to none of these fools. They're going to fuck us up. And we saw a homeless dude shit next to my friend's car. And then when we were leaving, there was a club next to ACC. There was a long line of people like waiting to get in this fucking club, and we were trying to exit the fucking place, and nobody would move for us. So I reached my head out the window. I was like, "Get the fuck out of the way!" And then everyone just like looked at me, and then I was like, "Get the fuck out of the way!" Like we're trying to leave, and then like some fucking girl tried to talk shit to me. I was like, "Fuck you, bitch!" Like get the fuck out of the way. My friend just started inching his way out, and then finally they let us out. But I was like, "What the fuck? Like these people are fucking rude down here." Like this is my only time I've been out there, but are the people rude in Texas? Like
No, no, no.
everyone's friendly or what?
So that was the thing that kind of like fucking shocked me when you hear about Southern hospitality. That's a real fucking thing. Like what's it called? Like even when they're being mean to you, it sounds really fucking nice.
What was the craziest shit you saw out there? You see fights or stabs or shootings or anything like that?
I've seen it all. Honestly, working on that Sixth Street months ago, I've seen stabbings, I've seen fights, I've seen shootings. I saw a guy get shot, fucking what's it called,
Dead or what?
bleed out. No, I don't know if he died or not, but I remember fucking months ago, this guy got shot and he walked down to the corner.
Let's hear crazy stories. Okay, Texas stories. What Texas story number one? The craziest shit you ever saw.
Saw a guy get shot. That guy.
Where'd he get shot at?
He got shot like at a club down the street, and then he walked literally like fucking like a block
I
down,
saw in the news.
and he kind of like collapsed in front of this other
I saw
place.
in the news there was like a shooting at a bar or something in Texas before you left. It was maybe in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
What was? Do you know what I'm talking about? There was a
Mm-hmm.
big mass shooting.
Yeah,
It was
and
like
Lit
a
Lounge.
he was a guy. He was like a Muslim or something. Or
Oh no, that was yeah Buford's. What's it called down? Yeah, no, that was West Six. So I work on what is called East Six. So West Six is like maybe like a block down, no, like a mile down. If you go up the street, it's a mile down and you make a left, and then there's this place called Buford's, and that's the place where the guy fucking ended up shooting up like a bunch of people. Yeah.
I saw in the news like a terrorist attack or some shit, right? Or they considered it that because he was
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah, because he had like fucking Islam on his shirt or something like
yeah,
that. It was
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, I had a friend who worked there during the time, and he was like, I asked him like, what was going through your head? And he was like, well, fucking, he was like, first of all, like when they started telling him like, hey, this like someone's shooting, he was kind of
Okay, you believe him?
like he was, yeah, and then what's it called? When it became reality, he said he was like fuck, he was like fuck that shit. And he was like I only get paid $10 an hour, and he dipped.
I don't get paid enough. That's
Yeah, he
above
was
my
like I don't
pay
get
grade.
fucking paid enough for this shit, and he fucking dipped out. But yeah, no, yeah, they ended up fucking surrounding. Like I was working that night actually, and then so that happened over there, and then down the street from where I was working, there was another shooting and in the same night, which is crazy.
We were at Chatterbox last night, right?
Yeah.
When I left, did you see that the cops closed the road down the street?
Yeah, I didn't know what
I
that
mean,
was about.
somebody had to. Well, when they do that, somebody died. Like I didn't hear anything, but we were obviously in the show. But when I left, I had to take an alternate route because they blocked off that whole road. So somebody obviously got killed or something.
Well, someone told me that they were doing construction down there, so
No, the cops shut it down with
like tape.
yeah, caution tape. Like
Well, that's what I heard once ago when when I was talking to somebody, he was like, "Oh, fucking, I went but by there," and they said there was like construction. I was like, "All right."
That was I didn't see no guys with hard hats or vests. I saw cops with caution tape, and it was a lot of cops. That was not no fucking construction shit. But anyways, yeah, continue with your stories though. Like, so you do you ever have any like crazy hecklers out there in Texas? Like,
Oh yeah, of
are the
course.
audiences rude out there or what?
No, actually, the audience, man, and then another,
You can say whatever you want out there.
no, they were a cool crowd in the months of California, like people came out here, went out there to fucking
Did
like listen to comedy. Like it was a good like,
I heard that they're like comedy fans for sure
yeah,
out there.
you get like a good crowd like pretty much almost every night, which is crazy, because like some nights you would get like fucking maybe like a packed house, and then and some nights you would get like maybe 5 or 6 people,
Uh,
which is crazy because it was, like it like most of the time it would be non-comics, and so you're like, you had a real fucking crowd and shit like that. So like you would have people fucking try to be like, I let me try to get on right now. Like once like I have, you guys got a real crowd. Once like
You're itching for it.
yeah,
That's why
I got new stuff and like, I gotta try it out in front of people.
that's how I feel when I'm at shows and I see people bombing. I'm like, fucking let me on, coach. Like, get the fuck off the stage. Like, you ever been at a show where you see people just fucking bombing?
Oh
Like,
yeah, 100%.
you're ruining the show. People are leaving, motherfucker.
No, yeah, I've actually I've been on a couple shows where I got a guy come up to me and he was like, "Can you think you could do anything?" And I'm like, "Maybe." Like fucking just fucking it's not worse than what you got right now. And they would throw me on and fucking I would rally up because like that's the thing is like I'm like my jokes are like very awkward, but like I very like I can hype up a crowd.
Do you do a lot of crowd work? Because you were doing crowd work the other night, and I was actually pretty good. Like, we were at the improv, and you were like doing crowd work with those Target bitches and stuff. Like, you did pretty good. Like,
Crowd. Yeah, no, yeah, of course, yeah. I do it's not something that I go to all the time, but like, I like fucking interacting with the crowd and everything. It's fun.
What you did was risky because those girls were drunk. They were obnoxious. There was like a group of Target girls at the
Oh,
show. They were all drunk off their ass, and then you started talking to them. Like during my set, I didn't talk to them, but they were like pointing at themselves, like wanting to get my attention. I just ignored them, and then you just went straight for them.
doing years of like bar shows and like people who don't want you there and people who do want you there, like it's you just start learning like you have that thing where like almost like how like I don't know. Like I guess I can read the crowd and be like, a little bit more like, hey, like, I can fuck with them a little bit more. I don't know how to explain it, but like yeah, like I guess over the time like I kind of like fucking I learned how to talk to a crowd and also command a crowd, from because sometimes if you talk to a crowd, man, it gets lost from you, and then they start talking too much, and then you can start hearing the what's it called the chitter chatter with the crowd, and you're like, holy crap, I lost everybody.
I've been recently trying to connect with the crowd. Like between bits, I want to talk to them, like engage with them, and people are just afraid to talk. Like at the Ontario Improv, I asked questions, nobody responded. At the fucking Chatterbox, I asked questions, nobody responded. I'm just like, fuck. Like I wish people wouldn't be so afraid. Like people are afraid of crowd work. They're afraid you're gonna shit on them. Like and like asking basic questions is hard nowadays. Like because maybe one person will respond, but like it's hard to get like the audience to be with you. Like I want to engage with the audience. I want to connect with the audience, not just go up and tell my bits and walk off. Like I want to like act like I'm having a conversation with people.
You want to be in the moment, be in the
Yeah,
pocket, be in the
yeah,
whole thing,
exactly.
yeah, right?
I've been attempting recently. Like I want to like, hey, how's this? Like I want to. I'll ask questions because it's gonna lead into my bit, right? And then I get nothing. I'm just like, all right, fuck.
No, yeah. When I started, a lot of my sets were like just asking questions, and then I do a joke, and I started figuring out that a lot of people don't like that because
Yeah,
then I
they're
just start
afraid.
yeah, and then I started like sounding like a TED talk, like oh. you guys ever have a girlfriend who's toxic? You know, and it was like it was a lot of that. And then I would go into a joke and then blah blah blah, and I would get into that. But it sounded like a TED talk. It sounded like what's it called? I was trying to set up and do, over the time I figured out how to make it a little bit more, it sound more natural. It sound more a little bit.
But okay, so overall, like with your experience in Texas, what did you learn from there? Like, what did you take from that whole experience? Would you do it again? Would you
Of
go
course,
back?
yeah, of course I'll go back. No, once I got, I've learned that there's different crowds. Like once I got,
Crowds can suck.
like there's different crowds, there's different people, there's different type of comedy, there's different type of people who like that was the one thing that I went out to Texas to do, to see the different crowds, to see what's like how what they think is funny and what I think is funny and what that's why I travel. That's why I
What
kind of.
what didn't work out there? Was there certain shit that people were just like, yeah, we're not fucking with that?
Oh yeah, anything with to do with Jesus. Yeah,
You couldn't make fun of Jesus. Oh,
you can't,
they're a
a lot
Christian,
of
huh?
religion. You can't be too religion heavy. You could do religious stuff, but like,
Hey, here in California, you could be we say whatever you want. They don't give a fuck.
oh no, of course, yeah, but no, you can't do religious. Pretty much everything else.
Do you know anybody out there who like what got big when the time you're out there? Like anybody that got on or no?
Oh yeah, no, that the guy, the Timmy No Breaks, I know him.
Yeah, okay, but anyways,
Well, you asked me.
I'm gonna say I'm not. He's whatever, but yeah,
Well, what's it called? Yeah, no, his name's Tim Stifler.
I
Yeah,
don't like fucking characters like that. Like,
Cam Patterson, I guess.
yeah, but like with the characters, like what? Okay, you got famous doing the character, but what about you? You know, like, I cool for you, but I don't want to be famous for no fucking character.
I
Have you seen the Pee Wee Herman documentary? Like, he became depressed because he was known for a character.
I'm not gonna lie, Monsicott. I Monsicott, I love Tim. He's a great person. Monsicott, he's been always great to me, and I'm just gonna give him, the respect and
You're right. I should
the
shut the fuck.
props that he should deserve because he did something that, Monsicott fucking
What about that pizza guy? That there was like a pizza dude out
Tony
there.
Pepperoni.
Yeah. See, listen.
That's Anthony. I love
Hey,
Anthony.
listen.
He's another guy
Okay,
that I
I
love.
should shut up, but yeah, it's cool you did a character, but you also should be like Adam Ray. He has characters, but simultaneously he has his own. You need to be able to do both. You can't just be known for one person. Like Pee Wee Herman, for example. He had his character, Pee Wee Herman, but like nobody knew him as Ruben Paul. You know, like he was like depressed and this and that. It's all he was known for is this character. And like I know another person who does a character. I'm not gonna say his name, but like he's known for this character, but the real him, he's like it's depressing. You know, like you got to be able to find the balance. You know, like I would say Adam Ray, for example, he does a bunch of characters, but he also does himself. Like you can't just stay here. You know, like you got to be able to do everything. So shout out to Timmy. Hopefully you do well, but you need to start branching out with your own shit. Like be you. Have you ever seen him be himself or no?
Yeah,
Is he funny himself?
I think he is.
Start embracing yourself. You know, you can be more than one person, but like now that he's rising on that, like I don't want to go see a character. Like I'd rather see who you are. You know, like it's cool to see you in podcasts or clips or sketches or whatever. But when I come see you live, I don't want to fucking see a character. I want to see who you are. You know, so it's my opinion, people, whatever. But
Well, I know who he is, so months ago, like I said, months ago, I spent a lot of time with him, so like,
would you want him to be himself and thrive as himself and just not be stuck on a character?
wouldn't anybody, you know?
I'm saying like
Wouldn't anybody? But like, if I guess what I'm saying, if you get it like this, then fucking,
no, but
go
I'm
with it.
saying
Like,
like
go with it.
what
I,
I went to
it's
Vegas.
if it's not genuine to you, and what's it called? I get it, but like, that's the thing is like, what's it called? You got to get it where you can get it, and what's it called? Life is finite.
I went to Vegas recently and I saw Carrot Top. Me and my wife went to go see Carrot Top. That motherfucker's hilarious. Like, but he's been known for this character. I didn't know he'd been doing this character for like 40 years. Like, that's
Oh
a
no,
lo-
yeah, Carrot Top.
that's a long fucking time. And I've never seen his show. I think I've seen a couple of clips, but we went to go see him and he was like I thought he was gonna be a clean comic. He was dirty as fuck. He was political. He was doing sexual shit, and like that shit was fucking hilarious. Like he owns it, but like how like can you imagine like every night he has a residency in Vegas. Like imagine every night doing the same shit, the same show. Like me personally, I couldn't do it. But yeah, you make your money, you do whatever you do. But like
I knew a lot of people who had the same set for years and years and years, and they still make money off of it. So, is it different?
I don't know. I'm trying to work on new
Is it
shit.
different? If you have a golden set and you
Okay,
do it for
listen.
years and years and years, is it different than
A
doing?
set is different from a character. A character is like people come to see this character, they want to see that character.
Also, I'm not Mutsaka defending a character or Mutsaka or being something that you're not. Mutsaka. The thing is, I said if you're gonna make your money, then make your fucking money.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk. Stop talking. I'm just talking out of my ass. I've been drinking beers, people. Like,
I also have to
but
pee really bad.
okay, we'll end this shit. But before we go, is there anything else you want to say to people or any people comics coming up, or you have any advice to give?
Yeah, of course. The thing is, when you comedy is such a fucking what's it called? Like
Spectrum. It's a
it's
subjective.
is such a fucking like a roller coaster, a wave of like multiple things. And it's gonna come to you anyway. Like, and you just gotta, that's the thing, is like be ready for it. Once like I'll be happy and just have fun. That's the thing of it. At the end of the day, just have fun. The One of the biggest advice that anybody has ever gave me was, hey, just have fun with it, because if you're not having fun, then they're not having fun, and it translates to everything you do. Once like how when you're having fun on stage, once like how fucking the fucking audience can see it, and they will have fun with you, and it goes back.
Exactly. That was great advice right there. Okay, before we go, let the viewers know where they can find you.
Fucking, you can find me anywhere once again on social media as Senior Josie. And also, if you fucking want to book me, like, please call and Instagram me and DM me, please.
Plug your Kill Tony episodes. What episodes are we on?
733 is the one that I remember. That's the one with Rob Schneider and Donna Rollins.
That was the great one.
That
he
was
did.
the good one, yeah.
The other one is lost in
It's
translation.
it's Ron White. You can look it up if you want to find it.
But that's it. You have any other shows booked? Nothing going on? Anything? What do you have? Any projects coming up or any ideas you want to do?
I'm thinking about producing a roast battle out here, so
Oh yeah.
hopefully once ago you'll hear about that soon.
You got a venue in mind or no? You still looking?
Now I got a venue in mind.
Ooh, people. I did roast battle when I first started comedy. I did a couple. I didn't know what the fuck it was really. Now that I've been in the system, I want to go back. I want to do roast battles
Then
again.
we'll get you on. Once the call fucking yeah, we're doing an IU roast battle thing that I'm thinking about. So hopefully we get that on.
Stay tuned, people.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, guys, so one more time, plug your fucking Instagrams or
Senior Josie, that's me.
you have any YouTube channels or anything?
It's just everything is Senior Josie.
All right, guys, follow him on his socials, and you can follow me on my Instagram, AndyC_comedy, and then go ahead and follow the Crimson Comedy Show on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and yeah, guys. Good night. Catch you later. It's been great. Let's cheers. Good night. Good
Cheers.
night. Nice having you here.
Thank you for having me.
Till next time.
Oh God.
Was it hot?
No, I spilled that all over myself.
You're fucking drunk, Jules. All right. Good night, guys.